from Nigeria and from across the world, wherever you are watching. Welcome to the show. I am Veronica Danny-Boy.
Well, good morning, Nigeria. Today, I salute everybody that gets up in the morning, goes to work just to put food on the table. You are the real MVP, and we totally appreciate you. I celebrate myself as well for always showing up and making sure the job is done right. My name is Ria Abdul. Good morning, and welcome to our show.
And I'm happy that Ria celebrated herself as well as every other one on the set, because this morning we are already working just like every other day. I would say thank you so much for sitting back in your couch watching us working, because you are also you're also beautiful workers as well. My name is Ibrahim Sheta, and thank you so much for joining us this beautiful Workers' Day.
So let me be the first to wish you all, even though she has wished herself, I'm saying happy Workers' Day to you all.
Thank you, thank you.
Every day we make it here to, serve our viewers something to, just enjoy, savor, talk about different topics and all of it. And it's been good working with you all.
It's been amazing. And I'll say the dedication for me has just been it. We've been dedicated, we've been consistent. Even days that we don't feel like, we love you so much that we cannot, we definitely need to be on this table. So we have to give ourselves all the accolades. High five, girl. High five. Take a high five.
Okay.
Anyway, like we have rightly pointed out, we're going to touch on the issues of workers today, talking about the shortage of medical practitioners in the country and how the federal government is looking at tackling it. And then we're also looking at the NCC and all developments around there. We're also going to bring you stories that are trending now and stories on the front pages of the papers later on. Now, let's begin with the story. As workers around the world prepare to mark this year's May Day, conversations around rights, protections, and the evolving nature of work continue to dominate global discourse. Here in Nigeria, while formal sector workers advocate for better wages and workplace conditions, a growing number of app-based and freelance workers navigate a more uncertain terrain, often without structure or social security. In this report, Sharon Ijaso unravels the complexities of platform work in Nigeria and the urgent call for inclusive labor protection in today's digital economy.
International Workers' Day, also known as May Day, is an annual celebration dedicated to honoring the labor movement and its achievements. In Nigeria, Labor Day is observed every year on May 1st. The day is marked by rallies in designated locations across the country, where workers advocate for improved working conditions. In a bid to understand how Nigerians in platform jobs are coping with welfare issues, I booked the right to engage with an e-hailing driver.
Good afternoon. I ordered for a ride, but my name is Sharon and I'm actually a journalist. As an e-driver, I'm concerned about what your well-being is. Do you mind sharing with me?
Of course, yes.
Okay, so I will just come in and talk to you.
Wasiu Ismail, a young platform worker, shared his experience with me. He expressed concerns about his future, pointing out that the structure of platform work offers no social security safety net.
About my co-drivers, I will confirm to you that other than maybe some that are unfortunate to, get themselves into an accident and are badly affected, so many drivers are battling stress-related illness, and this is what they have been subjected to by the design of the operation. Because if you do not overwork, you cannot make something for yourself. No insurance from Uber, no insurance from Bolt, no insurance from InDrive. Those are the three leading apps which I work with. Zero insurance from them. The only insurance they claim they give is on-trip insurance, which is if you are affected, maybe you have an accident or something, they take care. And me, I have not seen anybody that benefits from that. The system is just kind of shambolic, like presenting what they know they will not do, but just to maybe shut the media up, or just to present something to the government that they're actually doing something. But in the real sense, ask 1,000 drivers, no insurance. That's the reality.
Later, I met with the Lagos State Chairman of the Amalgamated Union of App-Based Transporters of Nigeria. He explained that, like other forms of platform work, it comes with unique challenges. Though flexible, the ambiguous nature of the employment status often leads to misclassification, identifying them as independent contractors rather than employees.
Everything is going up in Nigeria. It is only the e-hailing service that the price is still remain the way it is for 3 years ago. We can no longer maintain our vehicle. The parts are very high. We cannot even, have a regular take-home. There is no insurance. There is no pension. If your car got spoiled today with that ridiculous price, nowhere to get loans to fix your vehicle. We are the owner of the business. We are supposed to be part of the pricing mechanism. They just do everything, throw it onto us. They don't want to sit with us. They don't want to, negotiate with us. And we decide that we are shutting down for 24 hours. In fact, on May Day, there's not going to be any hailing service in the country. We are asking this app company to profile their rider so that criminal elements will not go on your app, form as if they are drivers like us and they are criminal.
What government needs to do is to enable patent of ideas so that people can actually benefit from the ideas that come from them. Also create an enabling environment for innovation of people to come up and create more areas within, more opportunities within what is going on now. Employers need to continue to train and retrain and equip workers to take advantage of the new trend to be able to produce more and improve the productivity level of the employers. While for us as workers, we need to be ready to take up new skills, new knowledge, new capacity to be able to fit in. Even in cases that you know that you need a new skills that is coming up and your employer is not ready to train you, there is nothing wrong with an employee going out there, getting yourself trained.
As the world of work continues to evolve, it is expected that for decent work to thrive in any sector, employers of labor, organized labor themselves, and government have to come up with emerging policies that will be in line with the future of work. Sharon Ijason, TVC News.
All right, as much as we are focusing on the future of work, there are those who are still saying that with the current situation that we find ourselves, those who are not even looking in the direction of the future of work have not been taken care of. Come to think of those on platforms and other platforms you want to talk about. Yes, we are moving to digital platforms and all of it, but Nigeria hasn't gotten a hang of the workforce that it has, especially after the removal of fuel subsidy. A majority of workers have been complaining. Yes, we had seen the NLC engage the federal government. They had, proposed certain amounts of monies, but at the end of the day, they concluded at 70,000. But workers are still saying that does not reflect our reality.
No, it doesn't reflect anybody's reality in Nigeria, and that's the truth. You go home with 70,000 naira and you have a family of, let's say, 4 children with you, and in some cases, a house help. So there are 7 people in that house. How do you feed them for 1 full month with 70,000 naira, and then you go to work every day, and so on and so forth? So this opens little doors of corruption. It opens little doors, and those that do not have the mind to do criminal things will have to overwork themselves just to ensure that they put food on the table. The remuneration of Nigerian workers really has to be looked into and something done about it. Welfare generally is the issue we have in our workforce in Nigeria.
And the thing is that, Toma, you're even saying 4 children, even 2 children with 70,000 naira is a problem.
It's a problem.
Because even one. You can't even have a house help with 70,000 naira. How much is the salary you're paying the house help? Talk less of giving her food to eat or giving him food to eat. I think we really need to work on that. 70,000 is no money now. Veronica, we go to the market. How many food stocks can you buy with 70,000 naira? No, we are the women. So what can we buy?
Oh, he's a market man.
You go to the market. Please, what can you buy with 70,000 naira?
It's even difficult
to bag of rice.
To buy a bag of rice with 70,000 naira.
And you will eat. You have to put protein inside. You have to put eggs. You have so many. It's not even possible. So I feel like as we celebrate Workers' Day today, these are the things we need to speak about. And this is what brings about criminal, because if you don't have money, you will now start thinking of ways to make money, and you see a lot of people going into
what you have.
To augment what you have. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like as we celebrate Workers' Day,
NLC negotiated this money, and yet here they are also raising eyebrow about how this is not reflecting the truth. And then there are those questioning Is the NLC even being sincere with itself?
Well, in all fairness, they started from something very
million
as
naira.
high,
Yeah.
yes, and then they went to 400,000 naira, they went to 250,000 naira, and then we have 70,000 naira. But the sad thing is that states that are already getting 70,000 naira, where we can say yes, maybe they are living up to their promises. But how about states that are still paying a paltry 35,000 naira minimum wage? Some of them are just adding just little amount of money for their workers. So we need to think of, what do we do? You have politicians who are in power who are thinking of pensions, and then you have workers who work all around the clock. After their retirement, they still struggle to get paid for their pension. So that's for the formal sector. What about the informal sector? You talk about women, market women. We talk about people who have gigs. We talk about EL drivers. We also talk about so many of these people. Even now we have the Japa syndrome, which is affecting the labor force. So the question we are asking, they're saying our youth are seeking greener pastures. Are we now exporting our youth at the expense of the future? What happens? Because when these people leave the country, who is going to stay back for the next generation?
The thing is that people do not even want to work. When you look at the minimum wage, you're earning 70,000 naira, you are paying to pay transportation to work. At the end of the month, you will find out that you have owed a lot. You have owed a lot of people at the end of the month.
Well, we'll talk more on this on the paper review, because that's what is dominating the papers this morning. We need to quickly go on a break. When we return, it will be time for the newspaper review. Stay with us.